Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you find yourself. Trying to make.
Start up listening to Yes, you want to turn up
Fast and friction, we want you we will carry.
I hope you guys know you're on the screen.
Fast and friction, we want you we will carry.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Fast versus Fiction here on Hot FM 107.9 on the big station on a wet Tuesday afternoon in the nation's capital, Monrovia. We'd like to say welcome, Fast versus Fiction.
Yeah, the internet ready for you today again. So when y'all be bluffing in the studio, y'all should know how you're bluffing. Anyway, from my side, since I don't have a problem with internet connections, let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our Liberian people, wherever you are watching from today. I want to welcome you to this edition of Facts versus Fiction. Today on our breaking news segment, we have the police.
We say congratulations, and we'd like to welcome our host, Honorable Eugene L. Fagon. Good evening, Honorable Fagon, and welcome to the show.
Good afternoon to you, and good afternoon to your crew that includes Eugene and Jamel Dada. It's a pleasure being with you guys today. Yesterday was July 4th, but I think today we have a couple of issues on the menu. Fatal shootings from security forces in Monrovia leaves about 2 persons dead and 1 injured, maybe some others. But we also have top managers at the LPRC terminal accused of stealing petroleum product, it is alleged. We also have the situation unfolding with respect to the LOFA elections. We've been told there was a press conference today, and you guys are going to bring us up to speed with it. Having said that, it is my pleasure once again to greet the people in Limba, Lofa, Bong, Grand Jida, Maryland, Sino, as well as the people from Bapolu, Bomi, Cape Town, River G, Monserrado, and all the other counties that I may not have named. But again, Grand Bassa, Makibi, all of those places, my greetings to all of you people in Radio Land as we delve into some serious matters today. HD, what do you have on our menu today? I'm sorry.
Incidents around the country where it can be recalled from last month, right in the vicinity of the AFL on their base, there was a shooting incident that took away 1 life of an officer. And now we are seeing an EPS officer was involved yesterday morning, the day before yesterday in the night. And then yesterday evening, subsequently in the morning, we are hearing of another ERU officer being involved with shooting incidents. And also, mind you, in Cat City, another shooting incident took place sometime last month, which we brought here as a breaking news. So these incidences are just taking around, are just around taking place in the country with our security or law enforcement officers being involved. So we're going to take a look at that, and also the disappearance of 1.5 million gallons of fuel oil, diesel fuel, or petroleum
1.5
products from the FPRC. 1.5 million, according to Front Page Africa, is 1.5 million gallons of fuel oil. That was reported since Friday. Yeah, and then subsequently it is topping the news headlines in Liberia. And also we are looking at the Unity Party. From our end here, Unity Party, I can see videos that we are obtaining from their headquarters, not too far from us here. The press conference will soon start because we see their militants in high gear singing revolutionary songs. Attend their press conference that was supposed to be held
I've been told
on
it's happening
today
right now.
at 10.
The
Yeah, it
press
is
conference
happening
is
right
happening
now.
right now.
Yeah, so subsequently, as we go through our presentation, we see how best we can give a gist of what is obtaining from the angle of the United Party. Because, mind you, since the Elections Commissions announced the final results, Kalakba Kotima, nor the United Party having come up with any concession, that is to concede defeat, they haven't made any statement towards that, and then they are having press conference. Let's see what happens to what they will say in their press conference. So as it is, we always say, Bilas May here. It's over to you, Honorable Fagon, because time is fast spent.
Well, I am. Let me get my light back on. Actually, I am devastated because it seemed to me now that the police lack continuous training. The EPS lacks continuous training. The military does train, but apparently they do not do anything with regards to weapons handling. And I am greatly disturbed by what I now find to be the discharge of weapons against civilians in the country. Uh, it's our understanding that the EPS officer was trying to chase down a couple of guys on a motorcycle. An EPS officer, one that I know very well. And then I come to find out that an ERU officer does similar things. He goes, the EPS officer goes chasing somebody, brandishes his weapon, and the person is killed. Okay? Then the ERU, Emergency Response Unit, goes chasing somebody, brandishing his weapon. One person gets injured, and one person is killed. Last month, an altercation between two soldiers led to the death of one. 2 weeks ago, or about 3 weeks, in Kakata, a deputy commander there goes chasing after somebody, and the person is killed. The question here now is not whether these people are law enforcement officers that are meant to, that are there to serve and protect, but the question is, are these guys trained? Do they carry out continuous training and sort of medical examination that is psychologically, see if they're in the right frame of mind. Are they evaluated periodically? Do they have the requisite weapons training? Or are they people are just putting their families in the police, the EPS, and the ERU? I don't understand. You have to know that the weapon you have in your hand is loaded and can kill somebody. You also have to know that the muff of your gun should either be pointed towards the ground or in the air. You always see the officers put their finger straight. They never put their finger in the trigger hole. I live in an advanced society. So the first thing here is every weapon you hold in your hand, once it has bullets in it, it's loaded. Secondly, always have your weapon pointing towards the ground or in the air. If the bullet ricochets, it will hit somebody, but it will not have the kind of force to be able to inflict the kind of damage. But here we are. Imagine I'm not researching. I'm just looking at real facts. You will see the guys, they will always do this index finger like this on the side of the gun, holding their guns like this with a finger like this. They never put it in the trigger hole. They never point their weapons at anybody. It's either in the air or towards the ground. And anytime they have a weapon in their, they have a magazine in the weapon, they treat it that it is loaded. Last but not the least, why you would take out a weapon if you don't mean to shoot it? So I see something. I smell something. Okay? And you guys are on the ground. I asked a question today. I'm like, what's going on to the chiefs, the security chiefs? EPS, Army, police, ERU commander. What's going on? You're supposed to protect the citizens, but you're not the ones killing them. And when I say you're not the one killing them, I don't mean somebody come ask me a stupid question, because I know I'm alive. I know what happened at the Star Base. I know what happened in Kakata when the officer killed that guy. I know what happened yesterday when the EPS killed that guy. I know what happened yesterday when the other policeman killed the other guy and wounded the other one. So it's like you're not there to serve and protect. You are not killing your citizens. Now, the question here is it due to the lack of training? Or do we have too many rebels? Or we got people putting their families in our security sector? Or we have men that are untrained? What's the issue, Blama? You tell me. You guys are in Monrovia. Talk to me.
So here in Monrovia, there is this public anger because, mind you, most of the security officers or law enforcement officers, people feel that they are not doing their work because criminals are at large in the streets. They are terrorizing peaceful citizens. The officers, the law enforcement officers, they do not go after these criminals. What they do is they go after peaceful citizens like Vanessa Johnson, who was killed to Police Academy Junction. Because you cannot say people who are supposed to be protected by you instead of you protecting them, when they run to you for protection, I mean, you just kill them. The case of the EPS officer, Patrick Colley, yesterday, the brother of Vanita Johnson made it clear here. If I would broke the news here, we carry him. He said, my brother is not somebody that roam the street. He got 3 motorbikes. He's not somebody that will run around. There was an incident, and while they were, around the police academy junction, and this guy, I'm told, this guy, he drinks uncontrollably alcohol. He just took his gun and just decided to discharge his weapon. Okay, so this is actually getting the public to be outraged. People are saying, oh, instead of people protecting us, they are killing us. Instead of protecting us, they are mining poison in Beer Mountain. Instead of coming to protect us from criminals, but they are the ones shooting us dead. So basically, on the ground here, there's anger everywhere. And, about these law enforcement officers.
You probably may not understand, but I do. I understand where those people are coming from. You know why? Let me tell you why. I told people in Liberia that the police, specifically the police, most of the police officers are involved with criminal activities. And I will never take that statement back because I know it to be a fact. Look at the incident in Kakata. It was around 5, 6 in the morning that the officer went to one ghetto area, right? And accused the guy of being armed robber and blah, blah, blah. But he alone went there. He carried a whole force. So it tells you they were in cahoots and the guy didn't get him the money or something went wrong. Bam. Fast forward. The guy in the Nukutan towards Simple Bridge area went in the ghetto all by himself. He didn't carry police to go raid place, just he alone. Bam. 2 people. So you see, when people say the police are involved, people know there is evidence to that effect. I bring you back to Kakata. You went to go raid ghetto again, you alone. What are you going there for? It means you are in line with the people. Come back to the other guy from West Point or Nukutan, whatever you want to call it. He alone again, in line with the people. Armed robbery. Some police know about it. Most of the motorbikes that roam at night are owned by police officers. It is their right. They're picking and go hustle and bring it to them. And you know, it's sad. It's very, very sad. People don't like for people to talk, oh, my man, you're coming out. You can't dress the devil, you bring it outside and disgrace the devil. What this has to do with devil? Look at the real evidence. The evidence, the thing happened in Kakata. It now happened yesterday. Look at the EPS guy. Is it due to the lack of training? Or is it that people just putting anybody that won't put in the uniform, they just put in there so they can take pay? What's going on? The security chiefs need to address themselves to this matter. You are there to protect your citizens, but you are killing them. I think, Blama, I think the Liberian people need to have a say in this one because we are the first quarter of our broadcast. Before we go over, if
exactly.
This is Facts versus Fiction. We're coming to you live on 107.9 Hot FM in Monrovia and on my personal page, YouTube, and Reality TV. We'll also be looking at huge stealing going on at LPRC. It is alleged, and also following the LOFA elections and the aftermath. Over to you.
Yeah, like you said, I think our people want to weigh in. So, what do you make of the security situation with our law enforcement officers killing our people allegedly because they say investigation is still ongoing? So, we are going to open a line. Call us on 0886 107 107 0770 107 107. Better still, you can call us on WhatsApp plus 231 880 to be live here on Fast versus Fiction with your host Eugene Fagon and Aaron Tabi Blama together with Jamilton Dada Parker. We have our first call. Let's take this call. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, let's hear you. What do you make of the security situation in the country?
If you get a chance, and let me explain myself. You won't mind?
Yeah.
Okay. My name is James Smith. I live right here in Mount Barkley. I want to drive your mind back.
You have to do that in 1 minute because we got a lot of people calling.
Okay. When this election was coming, this government said they were bringing change and change and change. But already, it's not what kind of change they were bringing. Now, we have seen the change that has unfolded. The question is, do we accept it? And the answer should be no. I think it's about now, whoever that is in the leadership of this country to be Mr. Former President.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you, my brother? This is Ayuba F. calling for Brussels.
Ayuba, let's hear you.
My brother, let God bless our nation. Our leader will assume God bring him back. Because I said it. I told yesterday, I said the word I fought in Liberia, it was better than Russia. But I will tell you this, for the third person, we are going in power. We've been crying for security until today. From Freeport to Civil Tower Bridge, there are no security at all. We've been crying our motorcycle, our jacket, our mother, our sister, and phone.
Yeah, another one that they hijack people, randomly.
If you kill people at all, you know, Nana, Timako Johnson is not easy. Junior inside is not easy. So now, my brother, even the one that has been, and that's true to all. Okay, let me get more information again. Now, on the new bridge now, I'm not falling in the water now.
Which new bridge? Gabriel Toga Bridge?
Yeah, right here, we eat that. Now, I'm going to you, Jack. I want to put them money as information. To talk about black body in the water, to go look at it.
Oh. All right, we'll follow on that because Jamel is just telling me
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, my brother, we know what it you.
All right,
okay. Of the country. All so, my brother, let's work at that nation number. My brother, we are going back again. Our nation.
Thank you. Call us on 086 107 107 0770 107 107. Call us on WhatsApp plus 231 880 571 223. Good evening.
How you doing, sir?
Yeah, 1 minute, sir. Yeah, welcome to Fast versus Fiction.
Okay. No jam, but I was saying. The security sector, right now, for me, my thinking like you see Kapau, the leader, the guy can move on the police, and the even in a case, so there is a man, so
all right, thank you. We got one international call here. We want to take. Good evening. Yeah, let's hear you. Welcome to Fast versus Fiction.
Okay. Barbara, I'm calling from the United States, precisely in Des Moines, Iowa. I wanted to tell the Minister Fagon, level of honesty in Liberia is not being adhered to by this administration.
Say that again.
The gross disregard to human life. I say his level of honesty, the true telling, has not been adhered to by this administration, especially this CDC government.
Sure.
He's trying to make them understand the facts. But if they were listening to him, they could have corrected many mistakes. How the hell that police or armed carriers in the country, people that are employed to protect citizens, will be killing citizens? This is confounding.
As a situation we are confronted with here.
Yeah, and then again, if anybody is accused of corruption, founded allegation by government agency that is in charge to investigate corrupt officials, and nothing happens. And then you think somebody would just sit down in Liberia and re-elect this administration? As much as I am from the Southeastern region, nobody's going to vote for this administration. Let me be honest with you. So, I mean, I just want to end my case here. Thank you, Mr. Fagon. I hope they listen to you.
Thank you. Let's hear you. Hello? Good evening. A person seems not to be ready. We take this call. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Let's hear you. Welcome to Fast Versus Fiction.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean,
yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, I mean, I was situated today. They are doing well. Okay, but you see, energy percentage.
What do you mean they are doing well?
Yeah, you can see every time they are doing well. Okay, but energy percentage there. They are being detonated. Nobody can sit for you to die.
Yeah.
You understand?
Let's hear you.
You can do everything. So you see this out there, everything they are returning on the government. It shows that for the opposition, they don't want to do this scary.
All right, the dog. Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you, Mom.
Hello?
Yeah, you are live on Fast Versus Fiction. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Vicky. I'm calling from Chicago.
Let's hear you. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I just want to speak on the security about what happened to the Freeport, the guy from Freeport who killed somebody. First of all, Bill Pryor shouldn't be getting an EPS officer behind him. That's one thing. These people, they're breaking the law all the time. Bill Pryor shouldn't be having EPS behind him. That's not very true. That is actually contrary to what the law says. And then these people, what they're doing in Liberia, they're breaking the law. Things not working. Every day, things going contrary. If we are not careful, people will be dying from all kinds of things. Since right now, they said there's a body in Barnesville, there's a body in Chikisu Factory, there's a body all over the bodies all over the place. If CDC government is not careful, things will happen to get out of, because if you're going home, for example, if you're going home now, you'll be worried that somebody can go to you.
Now, even if my sister, when I'm going, I just leave for her as soon as possible and go home as early as I can.
Yeah, so while first of all, people have their own security, the simple security. Why would Bill Torres, why would they give him or EPS security? I need for going to speak on that. Why would they give him EPS? And at one point, I was in the Freeport and I saw the guy. The car behind the apprentices, the car, they were gone. So I just hope, and I'm getting news that they want the guy to escape prison. The guy want, they want. I got the information. This is real. They will make some kind of thing for the guy to escape, and they will say the guy escaped.
Okay.
And everything will fall under the NPA. So the government will make sure the guy be in jail because the guy is a threat. Yeah, the guy will kill young boy like that.
Sure.
Anyway, thank you very much, dear.
Thank you. Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Policy Besar. I'm for Happy Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother will issue up for in the country. Because if Tabu Union and the poor EPS, that is the issue of in the country. So right now, and that is because
Your money for you. Let's take this call and then we'll go back to our host, Honorable Fagon. Good evening.
Good evening.
Let's hear you.
My name is Ansu Kawan and I'm calling from Bordeaux.
Yeah, let's hear you. Go ahead.
The fact is that our Lagrange society is a complete replica of the Joe and the Chancellor era. And it's a clear manifestation that both of the allegations being that were against those border officials is we came to believe some of those things about killing people around our country. So that's the fact. That's just the fact that they are informed to murdering people in the country in programs. It's a fact our society should graduate from this. This is why we are calling on the international community to bring the war council to this country. So some of these things can't go unpunished.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Honorable Fagon, are you there?
My brother, my mouth cell phone now. I rare, but my mouth full. Because if you see people calling from around the world, Canada, America, Liberia, and everybody seems to be saying the same thing. I've always said, law and order has been the problem for this government. Kakata, a deputy director wakes up in the morning, now 2 weeks ago, and goes into the ghetto. One person is killed there. Fast forward to yesterday. ERU officer goes into the ghetto area. One person is killed there. EP officer chasing bike men around the police academy area. One person is killed there. What's going on with these people?
And one thing, Minister Fagon, let me just update you about one thing. You know that they started training custom officers to carry gun. They said another addition.
If custom officers carry gun,
yeah,
the people that will be shot in the free port for the container. Because I know of instances where people ship their cars, and when they go to get a car, a confusion. So shooting gonna happen. The question here is, where in the world you don't hear about shooting? Even on American Independence Day, you know how many people were shot? But it's unusual for law enforcement to be in ghetto smoking, respecting armed robbers, people who don't check people's phone. Some of them running criminal gangs. People then go hustle in the night in the morning to report. You go to the police station, the citizens go to the police station and say, oh, they checked my phone from so and so area. They say, right now it's dark, go come back tomorrow. They know who checked the phone, they know who got the phone. Well, they took my laptop from the car. Where? Cross Street Crown Head. Come back tomorrow. When you go by, they say, we can get your laptop and your this and that, but you got to get us small thing and then we'll make it happen. Do you have money there? You say, yeah. We can't guarantee you the money. Why? Why? So when the people say the police involved in crime, then you say no. I think the president needs to step up, call his security chiefs, and ask them what's going on. Why do we have most of the killings coming from the security nowadays? We thought the killing was supposed to come from Goyo, or Hame, or Society Men. But it's not the police killing now. The ERU killing, Army killing, EPS killing, and the killing with the weapons that taxpayers paid for. Is that what the taxpayers paid them for, to kill? Come on, man. You go talk them, people say, oh, my man, you either got, you know one brother got, no, nonsense. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. The president needs to call his men because it is passing the halfway mark. Sooner or later, people will get angry. He needs to take cognizance of that matter. So I think when you hear, oh, boyo, hame, don't believe that thing. Liberia has become a farm. You know what they call farm? For human being parts. One kidney in Dubai, the human being kidney is 175,000 US. That's why you see the people taking the people then pass, the children then pass, then people talking nonsense. Your country has become a farm. The other way they get in there, they can say, oh, you want to go to Dubai? They got jobs in Dubai. Fool yourself, go there. They will cut your back open, take out your kidney, and you will serve somebody. The United Nations issued a warning about that. That's why I'm talking about it. I talk facts. Okay? So I think the president needs to call his men and ask them what's going on. Let's proceed to the LPRC debacle. What do you know so far about the LPRC stuff?
From the LPRC, like yesterday, we reported here on Fast versus Fiction, 1.5 million gallons of petroleum products belonging to Petrol Trade. You know, they are importers of petrol and they're building gas stations too. They have gas stations, they do retail and they import as well. So it got missing, it disappeared, and they have been on the back of LPRC to see how LPRC, how it went wrong, so to speak. And they just been all around LPRC and say, oh my man, you have to good inventory of your product. Say, oh yeah, these are the numbers on the book. Unfortunately, they cannot get any redress, and so they are demanding that LPRC should replace their products, or else they are going to stop importing products, and that is going to lead to astronomical increment in the prices of petroleum products. So we are looking at that. Yesterday we reported it here, and then the other side of it is that Zolezo, what his name said, Tapla Davis, who happens to be the deputy director for security at LPRC, it is alleged that they saw him come.
Blama, lead our story. Lead our story, huh? Lead our story so you and Jimeton, that you can be going on a photo for the Kobo.
Yeah.
Because
So, yeah,
it is alleged that 1.5 million got missing petroleum products. It is clear now that Petrol Trade has come up to accuse the LPRC management. Fact number 2. Fact number 3. I know for a fact because I spoke with Ishmael, and they used to call the guy Tamamayanis.
Yeah, Tamale Mayanis.
He was the deputy manager for operations. They chased that guy away because that guy was bringing reform. They booted him out. Zolezo went there. Whatever happened, I'm still investigating, because from the video I saw, products were in about 3 gallons and being loaded onto a car. According to Zolezo, that's what he can do every day. But why he carried 3 gallons, I don't know. We will know later. He said they never left the fence. But I don't know whether President Weah can listen to me. Seriously, sometimes. Everywhere sedition and go work, that sedition and they can catch stealing. The people that have been there forever. And all the stealing been going on. Now one day they will catch them. I'm not trying to back wrong here. They said 1.5 million gallons missing. and you want a sound man like Fagon, who know his left foot from his right foot, to go run behind Zolezo with 15 gallons, it makes sense. I'm looking like stupid man before y'all can bring diversionary tactic to me. We are talking about 1.5 million, almost $6 million. Then you're paying Henry Costa, my late brother, sending him information to make it public about Zolezo. 15 gallons. And you saw the 3 gallon? 5 gallon. 5 gallon. 50, oh, you put a whole focus on Zolezo. But the 1.5 million that we saw be talking about, which is $6 million, you don't want to even touch it or talk about it. I want the government of Liberia to know that I am volunteering. Me, Eugene, Lami, Bayang, Betuma, Fagon. I will pay for the 20 gallons. And I want Brother Henry Costa to know also that I will pay for the 20 gallons. Let's forget about it. I will pay for it. They will take action later. But I want to know about the 1.5 million. You're talking about 1.5 million gallons. Then you keep showing me video about 15 gallons. I mean, and Costa takes about an hour, my late brother. And you straight money involved, management involved. Why they don't want people to talk about the 1.5 million? We're talking about 1.5 million gallons here. Then you're showing a video for 20 gallons. Then you want to make it look like stealing. And y'all say you're suspending the man for 2 months. If you were suspend a man for 2 months for stealing 20 gallons, what should we do to you for stealing 1.5 million gallons? What should we do to the management for 1.5 million gallons? You suspending a man for 20 gallons.
Mm-hmm.
What should we do to you for the 1.5 million gallons? That one we got to send you to go straight. I mean, I don't understand. Someone telling me small stealing, that's stealing, big stealing, that's stealing. I tell you stealing, not stealing. Eh? Now some cowboy, I tell you stealing, not stealing. I'm telling you that the 20 gallon is stealing, the 1.5 that's stealing. But don't take 3 to 4 days to make me focus on the 20 gallons and forget about the 1.5 million gallons. On facts versus fashion, I don't encourage slow people around me. Slow people, I don't like slow people. That's why when they say nobody's stupid here, like the one you call you're stupid. Because why? You want me to run behind 20 gallons and leave 1.5 million? 1.5 million gallons, you know how much that is? Those who ever stole it or whatever they did with it, if it is confirmed and it's true, the company say, oh, our gallon and our petroleum product missing. They say, oh, we investigate. Who you suspend somebody for 20 gallons? I'm looking for 1.5 million gallons. Don't tell me nobody's stupid here because I won't mean somebody's stupid there. So I want to go on the record here. They can send whatever they want to send to Costa. They can do all the propaganda. Because all the letters that are going to Costa, all the information, everything, you know they're sending it. So whatever they want to do, let them do it. My interest is in the 1.5 million gallons. Somebody says, so pay the 1.5 million. I said I will pay for the 20. Okay? Chesapeake, I will pay for the 20 million. I mean, 20 gallons. Because I wanted to go away so I can focus on the 1.5 million gallons. I want focus on the 1.5 million gallons. They say 1.5 million gallons missing. Then you jump in behind 1 minute. By the way, the United Party people, they smart. Up to now, President, we are now called one United Party president in corruption. Let's go to our people here. Many people smart.
So yes, call us on 086-107-107, 0770-107-107. What do you make of the incident at LPRC, where in 1.5 million gallons of petroleum product disappear in thin air? And then we are seeing that investigation is centered around
nobody there. You're not stupid to say Sable money case, 900,000, but you spend 4 million to investigate 900,000 case. You're not stupid. Somebody goes steal 10 cents from me.
That will take our break, and then we'll come back because the people already start calling.
Hey, Pete, my man, guess where I coming from? It's on the way. I just from taking my COVID-19 vaccine, what they call Pfizer. Which one the COVID vaccine they call Pfizer? According to the doctor people, the Pfizer vaccine is another COVID-19 vaccine that people from age 12 and above can take. They also say that the Pfizer vaccine can be taken 2 times before you are fully protected. Is the vaccine safe, my brother Sano? Oh, yes. According to the doctor people, the Pfizer vaccine is safe, free, and can protect us against COVID-19 sickness. And the good news about Pfizer vaccine is that it can be used as second dose for those who took their first dose of AstraZeneca, and also serves as booster for all other COVID-19 vaccines. Yeah. So when I'm taking the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine, will I still be wearing masks? Yes, so according to the doctor people, even if we are fully vaccinated with the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine, we should still continue to wear our masks properly and wash our hands with soap and clean water to protect ourselves, our families, and our communities from the COVID-19 sickness. Thank you, my Sano, for it. I will make sure to take the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine and encourage all my families and friends to do the same. And that's what everybody should do. Let us all make sure we take our Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine so we can be fully protected from COVID-19 sickness. The Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine is safe, free, and can protect us from the COVID-19 sickness.
A message from Ministry of Health in collaboration with the Captive Relief Services with support from the Center for Disaster Philanthropy.
So thank you. Welcome back to Fast Versus Fiction here on Hall FM 107.9 on the big station with your host Honorable Eugene Fagon, and I am hearing Tabby Plummer. So go straight to the calls. Call us on 086-107-107, 0770-107-107. We'll be live here on Fast Versus Fiction. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Let's hear you. 1 minute.
Yeah, my name is JP.
Yeah. What do you make of the situation at LPRC?
Thank you very much for our man. You know, I saw here on Facebook, I'm very sure. You know, they just want to the president just looking at all. Because somebody don't find their way and next year. They just see that that will be out of power. So they just want to do the massive thing now so they can be able to get and get the. So that's what is happening. They will not because they just want to do it. They want to clear the whole system so that they want to suffer. And now for the next election. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to take this call. Good evening. Good evening. I will miss that call. Call us on 086-107. Now one. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Let's hear you. 1 minute.
Yeah, just a story. I comment and continue to call this afternoon for the 12th. I thank you, Minister Facon,
I applaud you for the deliberation that you just gave as it relates to what is unfolding that. In fact, the Nigerians have been down there as they can. Because you see the opposition already doing the right thing and then putting it on decision. But President, we have to take actions right now. You cannot have people doing work and not in the interest of you, but rather to want to bring your government back. Then you say keep meaning they 1.5 million of people that is still missing. And 15 gallons, which one you can run after? Which one you can run after, President? We are.
Thank you.
You see me? We should not be doing that kind of thing to our own people. It is about making our people dissatisfied, going by, not putting into the right way they're supposed to go because oppositions are in power, they are enjoying and mocking all of the institutions. It is wrong.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
As that person, we have to see the action.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Let's hear you.
Let me say good evening to something from the bureau. And good evening to Mr. Pacon.
Yeah, let's hear you. 1 minute.
Participation for Philip on Lawrence Kriya, a member of the National League of the Community.
Yeah.
I'm listening to your analysis on what I would say is it's good that some of these things are coming to spotlight. What I'm interested in is the actual information, both of the guys that are feeling total information. The actual and partial information are the ones to be paid, of course, I'm saying they want to give information. You cannot leave 1.5 million of gasoline and fuel or whatsoever. Then, if you roll it down, something like, because the general gas. Are you telling me that your farmers think, are you telling me that? And the general gas for 1.5 million of energy of I believe that. I'm very glad that I was to salary.
Yeah, sure,
and
sure.
I think our full focus now should be on where the it is true. If it is true, then where the 1.5 million of gasoline went.
Sure.
That question is
Thank you. Good evening. Good evening. I think this other call. Good evening. What's happening? Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you.
This morning, everybody calling from Florida.
Yeah, let's hear you.
The issue concerning about FRC is not today, sorry. Then nonsense. So, I mean, we know result from the thing that went on in FRC there.
Why is there no result? 1.5 million gallons of fuel, is there no result?
Well, what kind of result you get from that? Somebody sitting at the 3 gallon. And you're talking about 1.5 million at the 3 gallon. Who are huge? And your ticket is the 3 gallon. This is the cost of 1.5 million. But government gets it the 3 gallon. What would be the equal of that 1.5 million? The previous kind of tell that there will be no key that get into that.
All right, thank you.
The man is
Thank
right.
you.
Good evening. Messi. Then you want to be on somebody with 15 gallons. You think was stupid, yeah?
Good evening.
Yeah.
Let's hear you. 1 minute. We got plenty of people calling. Please give 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm calling from Brazil.
Yeah, let's hear you. 1 minute.
Yeah, I want to comment it. My attention begins due to the one that you were saying.
Yeah, LPRC.
1.5, yeah. Get me?
Yeah.
And the 1.7, he said that you will allow 5 gallons on the 15 gallons that you pay. And he said you will let to get beyond the 1.5 to get it from the free.
Yeah.
Were you happy?
What do you
That's
mean?
my question.
What do you mean we're happy? Yeah, but what Fagon is saying, what Honorable Fagon is saying is that the big issue is the 1.5 million gallons of diesel fuel or petroleum product that we should be asking, where has the 1.5 million gallon gone? Instead of focusing on the 15 gallon that people are talking about, 15 gallon a year drop in the ocean. So let's focus on the main issue of the 1.5 million gallons, which is huge.
Before people start saying SYZ, Blama, stealing are stealing.
Yeah, that is fine.
Stealing are stealing.
Yeah, I want.
You want to show all the video whole day for 15 gallons. But since they issue about the 1.5 million missing, you don't want to tell anything, no press conference, nothing. What day you just want to watch video for 15 gallons? Okay, bring up, y'all give me the receipt, I'll pay. Y'all go look for the 1.5 million.
Let's take the other international call. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. How you doing?
Yeah, we are great here. And you, your name and where you call from?
I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts. This is Jack Gawley calling.
Yeah, let's hear.
I'm on the issue of LPRC. Look, let me tell you, Liberia, the situation of this, the hurricane are involved in it. It's not going to go nowhere. People are just going to talk about it, and after a couple of weeks, it's going to go down. Because when people see they do not go unpunished, the government still allow them to go up.
Okay.
So this has become a pattern of Liberian society. People go and see, they don't be punished, they say they got another job. So you guys are just let one Mr. Fagon is safe. If that being the US, going to go punished, and that's the end of the career, whoever involved in it. But this Liberia is just going to go, after a couple of weeks, it's going to go away. So it's not happening yet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Let's hear you.
Okay. I want to ask my brother, stupidness is a gift from God also, but it depends how you use it. Or do it. Stupidness is a gift from God, depends how you use it and you do it. Now, unless you know sorry for it, I want you to get the best thing after comment into the video. So we shall have it done from thinking as regards to the message gathering.
Yeah. He came up with a Facebook podcast, which
was about his lawyer, the short table interview. And so then he revealed a lot of things on it. So I want our brother use him back out to go to that. And look at it. My brother, let me tell something. There is no way you see the eagle and the chicken being friends. The eagle is saying up there while the chicken is down here. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's take this call because we'll soon go back to our next talking point. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, let's hear you.
This is Celestine and I call from Holiday SD.
Yeah.
First of all, I just want to say thanks for this show. And I want to just comment on everything. I'm one of the persons who ready. I'm not married or him, but the kind of person that is always obsessed. You want to go with an information ministry that they want.
Okay.
You always call a state. So I want to comment. Listening to the FPRC, I think it is very much unfortunate because at this point, we cannot have such a parent because, and that the honorable was saying, the attention has been directed for the deeper picture to the smaller picture. So why is it that means a comparison period? So I honestly believe that there'll be nothing from the when you say you want to go behind and look how they want to fight behind team. I think you will come out of it. People will always cover on the top. It's a
all right. Thank you. Let me take the last call and then we go back to Honorable Fagon. Good evening.
Yeah, how you doing, brother?
Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is RCN Gonti calling from Conway.
Yeah.
Yeah, the issue about the 1 point somewhat gallon missing from FRC, bro, I will tell you for free. This is not the first time for the government to talk about investigation. Nothing will come from either that particular gallon of 1 point somewhat gallon that got missing from FRC. There's nothing will come from either it. Nothing.
All right.
Nothing. Yeah, so we are calling, we know waiting for 2023, but nothing will come from either it.
Honorable Fagon, you said?
I am watching Joseph Boakai speaking with Ure to his right hand side. Is there a way you can tap into what he's saying?
The volume, we could do that, but the volume seems to be low. But Eugene is trying to get it through, and then we can hear a few.
Let me close on, and if you just
hold on, I think we got him. We got him.
Our legal team had to go all the way to the Supreme Court of Nigeria. All of these obstacles were putting away. We found this kind of manipulation part of the authorities. Our recent history has shown that those in authority.
Can you get a volume?
Last volume we have to.
As the reaction.
I think he's speaking a little bit low.
Now that the elections are ended, the National Election Commission has declared a winner. It is our duty as a party to let our partisans and supporters know the response of the party and what actions we have decided to take. We declared that the conduct of the senatorial election was marred by many irregularities. Some of these were outright illegal actions that impacted the results. We have placed them in several categories. One, pre-election manipulation.
I don't think we're getting him. We shouldn't waste our time.
If
you can't find a
okay,
proceed, because nobody can hear him. What's the point?
Actually, we are getting, because they are going live, and then their on the side of the recording is very low, frankly. So, but I think it started by saying
network maybe there that the volume is loud. You cannot use one network and then think it's okay. Maybe try another network. You will find one that is loud.
Yeah.
Friends,
we are trying another network. Is it better now?
In the election process.
Yeah, it's
there
better.
Has been no justification for the action.
You see? Why you not going one way, my man?
The Independent Election Coordinating Committee, ECC, has also highlighted this in their report. We believe this selective replacement of VR cards only in 2 districts, leaving out the others, de-enfranchise many other legitimate voters in local council. Our second pre-election malpractice observation that we also noted with grave concern was the publication of the final voter roll on the eve of the elections. The publication of the voter roll is intended to allow interested parties to observe several things, including names that were left out of the roll that should be there, names that were posted that should not be there, duplicated names, names without photograph or other identifications, etc. The publication of the final voter roll on the eve of the election means that there was no time to make corrections or to authenticate the roll. We see this as an abuse of power. It is also the use of government authority with impunity in order to put the opposition in a disadvantageous position, since manipulation of the roll is made easier when no time is allowed for proper inspections. 2. Election day malpractices. The Unity Party poll watchers observed that there were many voters with invalid voter registration cards that were denied the right to vote because their names were not on the final voter roll. This was also observed by the independent observers of the election. The practice in the past had been to allow these voters to cast their votes provisionally so that the votes are included after verification. In most instances, this was not done. On the other hand, our poll watchers also observed that selective voters with no voter registration cards were allowed to vote. This resulted in inflation of the number of votes and made elections unfair in at least 30% of the polling places. We also observed vote buying on elections day. Some politicians were interfering with the election by offering to pay voters who took pictures of their votes and presented them as an evidence of how they voted. This act is illegal, and we call on the authorities to immediately investigate this and bring the perpetrators to justice. Unity Party offers to work along with this investigation team in this regard. We also observed that on the day of the election, there was an unusually heavy presence of armed officers of the Armed Forces of Liberia and the Liberian National Police in Lofa County. The manner in which they conducted themselves was intimidating to the local people and resulted in many voters shying away from the polls. Again, we point to the abuse of power by those in authority with the intent to impact elections. The heavy presence of armed men was unprecedented and unnecessary, and in our opinion, only used to intimidate voters. We call on the authorities to justify this abuse of power. Number 3, post-elections. On Thursday, June 30, 2022, the National Election Commission announced provisional results from the by-election. During the night hours of the same day, the results were posted on the website of the Commission. What was posted shocked many Liberians and international observers. Our very capable technical team quickly observed the following discrepancies in the result posted on the next website. A, result from some centers, for example, Foya Market Hall in District 1, were doubled, thereby presenting more votes by candidates than the total number of registered voters. B, result posted from many of the centers had candidates Joseph Pator Jala and Marma Fufana names appearing at least 2 times each, and showing that they had gotten different vote totals at the same polling place. C, candidates who contested in previous elections were also listed as having won votes in these elections, even though they did not participate. Some candidates from 2020 were listed. In one instance, the candidate from 2011 was also listed. D, following an immediate highlighting of the social media of the unimaginable results posted by the Election Commission on the website by our technical team, and the resulting public outcry by Liberians in and out of Liberia, the National Election Commission quickly shut down its website to the public. Hours later, when the website was restored, we saw that different results were posted. The NEC will later inform the public that there were attempts to hack its website. In accordance with international electoral practice, a declaration about elections results is usually associated with rigged elections. To ensure transparency, election results should be disaggregated to enable the key stakeholder to obtain comprehensive information regarding the process. The bulk result announced by the NEC is clear indication that there were some things going on that were unusual. This is made more evident by the fact that the Commission had up to 15 days to announce the result.
Listeners, a reminder that you are listening to Fast versus Fiction here on Hall FM 107.9, and we are bringing you live coverage of the press statement by the standard bearer of the United Party, Honorable former Vice President Joseph Yuma Bwaka, where they are outlining in their own words discrepancies as it relates to the just ended Lofa County by-elections. So you are listening to Fast versus Fiction on Hall FM 107.9 with Eugene Fagon and Henry Darby Plummer. Let's continue.
In completely different information being printed. This has led us to believe that the information provided by the public to the public will not be different from the actual figures that the NEC has in its possession.
So, Honorable Fagon, if you wouldn't mind, I don't know, we should still continue or you wanted to weigh in?
No, I got enough now, my call full. Just wait for the end and ask somebody at the end what was the decision. Did they concede or they challenge the results? Two things happened there. And the reason why I'm saying it, we are 15 minutes away from closure. Let me close first on the situation with the police. As I said, they will have to be retrained and the president will have to call his men. Now, let's come to LPRC before we go to the Joseph Bwaka issue. I think when it comes to the LPRC issue, the president's hand is tied all the way behind his back. Do you know why? The answer is simple.
No.
The LSCC, the Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission, released an indicting report of 20 persons. And the president said that is not the final verdict, that these people will have to be accorded due process. These people are still working. Okay? So I don't see how the LPRC management, without giving Zolezo due process, will suspend him too. And that's why Zolezo said, you can't suspend me. He should have said that on the final verdict. Okay? Now, with respect to anything that happens at LPRC, how do you take action now that the agriculture minister and her group of 19 conspirators in various areas from various agencies, if you could not take a decision to suspend, dismiss, that is suspend pending the outcome, or dismiss because there's been an investigation by the government that concluded that these people were corrupt, what will you do at LPRC now? You got to wait too, right?
The public is asking. Yeah.
You're forced to wait. So, in my opinion, the manager of LPRC must withdraw her letter because the president has set a policy in place that allegations and accusations does not amount to guilt. Point one. Point two, even if the government conducts an investigation and concludes that a person is a criminal, is an alleged criminal, I'm sorry, then you still have to wait. So again, fast forward now to the Boakai issue. I will put it in simple English so our people can understand it better. Boakai say on election day, the amount of soya and police people they carry over there made the people scared.
Maybe I could provide you small clarity before you insert again. Somewhere he started by saying pre-election.
No, before you provide clarity, whether it was pre-election, during election, or after election, high security presence made the people scary. Number two, Ome Baga say some people voted, they never even have voter card. Ome Baga say, especially to that other polling place in Foya, the number of people that were supposed to vote there, when the result came, more people voted than the people that were on the list. What Ome Baga say? Ome Baga say, National Election Commission, they put a number of Kotima were winning. Soon as they see Kotima winning, back, they take it out. When they came back, Jalasta winning. Ome Baga said the whole election over there, that was Flaka J election. They were not correct. Excuse me. They cheat a party. Ome Baga said the international community must open their eye and look into the matter. Ome Baga said some of the people that were on the ballot, that were way back people, they were not even contesting again. So it makes some of the people that were supposed to vote for them, vote for those people. Ome Baga said some polling places, Mariama and the other men, they were 2-2 on the ballot. To conclude, and conclusively conclude, to make long matter short, Ome Baga said this whole election that happened in Lofaya, that was cheating. So, you know, when I get plenty of time, say your own because I not say my own. But that's what Ome Baga said, and that's what I said.
Yeah. I just wanted to add that aspect of it where he said before the election time, the voter roll update that the people did, it was a problem too. So for me, the only one I wanted to add, because it was from the beginning, you are not hearing the clip earlier on.
And let me be clear that if you come on our feed and you insult, we block you. So we block Emmanuel Charles. He's gone. You don't come here to insult the president. This is not the peak stage. This is not a war stage. This is facts versus fiction. It's for intelligent people. So I block you already and you're gone. All right. You were saying something that the voter roll call, something was not clean?
Yeah, he said the replacement of voter card, VR card, was selected in some places. So for me, before the claim started, I know you were not getting it, so I just wanted to add that one there because you didn't get that credit. But all I said is exactly what he said.
So I just blocked Siaka Dawson. United Party man came on our platform and said, we are a fool. I block it. Siaka Dawson came and said, Ome Baga is a fool. I block him. They play on your playground. Y'all gotta go face different thing, yeah? Okay. So okay, we got that part. So what do you have to say?
Well, for me, I'm still looking up to the final outcome of their press statement as to whether because I heard from the beginning, I heard talk about Supreme Court, we'll go to Supreme Court, but like we said, we don't want to speculate. Let's wait and see. We will get a final update of their press conference and see the trend that they intend to take in terms of their next step. So let's see what happens, but you can provide an analysis of what we heard already.
No, I want to go to the Liberian people who heard a gist of it. We got 9 minutes to go, and I want Jamel Dundada to please put the numbers up so that I can put it up on the screen. But again, let's hear from the Liberian people. They heard Ome Baga. And what Omen Parker said, and for me, I will have my say at the end, but I want the Liberian people to talk first. Because some Liberian people can get you sense. The other guy can't nothing will count all of that team. If all the other one and nothing count on it, they want something will count all that. So when you hear them, they give you sense to come up with a fair analysis.
Sure.
So let's go to the phone lines.
They already start calling, you know. Let's take this first call. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, your background is not safe. Let's hear you.
So, it's okay now?
Yeah, let's hear you.
Okay. The issue of Mr. Parker putting out the point as regards to the election by local county, like in the past said, we are really between lines. I always show people it is impossible for someone to get water that is all alligator. And so then, all of these points that Mr. Parker have made, we are waiting to see the election commission to come and challenge itself as we go to the court. I think it's fair. And I want to talk about is that if you leave for that place on the voter roll, why would you vote?
All right.
Good.
Thank you. Call us on 086 107 107 0770 107 107. Call us on WhatsApp plus 231 880 571 223 to be live on Fast versus Fiction. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Let's hear you.
My name is Hajan. Calling from Bengal. To be back.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, I think I want to tell you, I think the extra man let you work with the people at all. We will monitor the military. If you are not taking if you are not issue, our independent person or a country that you want to see our people of the country.
Okay.
They are not for too long as we know solid party.
No, they didn't announce you as winner. Listen, that will educate you small. Listen, my sister.
So, making a no in their chair, they really and they gave it to them. That's everything our country.
Okay, listen, 1 minute. They didn't announce Kotiman as the winner. He was leading. He was only leading. So I just want to provide clarity. So don't say they announce a winner, then take it from you again. Anyway, thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, we are good here. And you?
I'm great.
Let's hear you.
Huh?
Let's hear you. We're going to Fast versus Fiction.
Okay. The issue about the voter vote date in local election project. I mean, what I want to see to Baka, let them people because the election already over. Okay, let's go local and the friend. Going to come 1 year pulling, they will deny local representation in the house. So let's just go and see 2023 coming. You can hear us.
Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, hello.
Let's hear you.
I'm Newman. I talk from Broadville.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, you see, I have people saying about the local election. Because you might forget about everything because local will be delayed in representation. But to say this, anything that is not done rightly is not done at all. Let's say, for example, they took some guys to court and that lasted for almost 1 year, 6 months, and 20 days.
1 minute girl.
It didn't take nothing from there. So why we saw evidence that can prove that the whole election was not fair, that we can go to court and try the law?
All right. Okay, thank you. Good evening. Hello? question off. So we got like 5 more minutes to go. So you can provide analysis, Honorable Fagon, and then we will call it a day.
No, if the callers want to call, just break me.
Okay, let me just take this call. Good evening.
Yeah, hello?
Your background is noisy. Let's hear you.
Yeah. When it comes to that last resort that the party has seen in that effect, let them just let it go, because for one part, even the election commission, they are not suspect, because if the Commonwealth will agree on this, that the president is saying that he are not yet passing the revolution, and so then what you think they get for other kind of people? Nothing they get for all of them. That's what they think the peace. Let it go.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we don't have any call now. So we don't have the time. We don't have the luxury of time. So you can just provide, your analysis.
Well, let me say thank you again. I'm just taking aback as a student of political science, which I don't need to blow my trumpet. Everybody knows that. You had an election on the 28th of June. You had June 29th. You had June 30th. Okay? Then the other days now leading up to today, July 5th. I'm just concerned whether the Unity Party has a political machinery into place that parades themselves as politicians, strategists to be exact, tacticians, and what have you. How in the world you will have an election on the 28th and you allow almost 9 days before you come up to say something? Assuming, which of course I don't hide it, everybody knows that I'm still a member of the CDC, which is the Coalition for Democratic Change. But assuming I was at the helm of the political machinery of the Unity Party, I would have held a press conference at about 6 p.m., an hour before poll closes, with all of what is being laid out. You know why?
No.
Before you gave results, I'm already telling you that the election was not fair. There were people who voted with all voting cards. The military presence was intimidating, according to him. That's him saying it. That voter roll call was not properly cleaned up. That the ballots reflected all these things. Okay? 29th pass. June 30th pass. July 1st. July 2nd. July 3rd. It's only today that you are coming up. Where's their strategist? Where is their think tanks? I'm disappointed in the press conference, but one caller made my day. He talked about the Brownie Samkas election. Lofa has been out of representation from 2021, now 2022. If they challenge this, they will be out of representation probably for the next year and a half. If not, it'll be a tight one again. I think, in my honest opinion, the Unity Party did not drive their car well. They had no plan for the Lofa election. They had no strategy going in, and they got no post-electoral response, meaning after the whole thing. Bottom line, they are disorganized right now. It will not be the end of their journey. Perhaps it will be the beginning of their journey. But I think they should lick their wounds, go back, reorganize, recalibrate, reassess, reawaken, rekindle, re-energize, whatever you want to say. They need to do what they have to do and to move forward. Or else, they might not survive the presidential election in the very Lofa. And I respectfully submit on that note. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Honorable Fagon. Thank you for the time. Thank you for your analysis. Tomorrow, hopefully, when we shall have gotten the full clip of the press conference, maybe we may likely delve into it as their final outcome may be. So, however, we'd like to say thank you for listening to Fast vs. Fiction on Hot FM 107.9. This has been our Tuesday's edition of the program, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow or hearing from you tomorrow. Remember always, stay safe, be on the right side of the law. Go home soon. To our brothers and sisters, I'd like to say go home soon. Don't stay in the street when you don't have anything to do in the street. Leave the street, go home soon. We don't want to hear another incident of somebody shooting another person. So until then, we say stay safe, be good, and we hope that tomorrow we can together join and have a very good Fact versus Fiction here tomorrow on Hot FM 107.9. We have been your presenters, Honorable Eugene L. Fagon, and I am hearing David Blama. Thank you for listening.
Facts versus Fiction, a new flagship program on Hot FM 107.9 with host Honorable Eugene Fagon and co-host Eric Dabi